Welcome back to Action 2 News at 6. Now to a story we first told you about it on our First Alert app. A hacker group claims to have stolen information from millions of Ticketmaster customers.
Ticketmaster has yet to confirm if any information has been compromised. Emily Byer joins us live in Green Bay with what you need to know about this possible breach and how people should react to it. Emily.
Yeah, Cammie and Bill, because we don't know if any information was compromised, experts say right now is the time to be proactive. This hacker group called Shiny Hunter says they've stolen 1.3 terabytes of customer data, including names, addresses, credit card numbers and phone numbers. They say they're offering the data in a one-time sale on the dark web, asking for $500,000. Ticketmaster so far not confirming if any information has been compromised, but consumers can take steps to protect themselves. You can change passwords right now. You can also sign up for fraud alerts from your credit card. Monitor your credit report and be on high alert when going through statements.
You are looking for suspicious activity to see if there is someone taking advantage or may have your information in a compromised way and be putting charges on, doing test runs of your information.
And now experts say cyber attacks are on the rise and consumers will continue to be a target, so monitoring your information should be common practice. Reporting live in Green Bay, Emily Byer, Action 2 News.